So for this problem, question 7, we're going to find the curvature of a vector t squared comma ln t comma t ln t at a specified point 1 comma 0 comma 0. So for curvature, there's multiple equations that we could use, but the easiest one would probably be this one right here, and then over. So we got the magnitude of r prime of t cross r double prime t all over r magnitude of r prime t cubed. So first what we want to do is we want to find a t value because we're given a point. So this 0.100, we want to see what t value can we give that'll satisfy that point. So if you look at it for a second, you'll realize that if we plug in t equals 1, right? T squared, so 1 squared would be 1, ln 1 would be 0, and 1 times ln 1 would also be 0. So that gives us this point. So we have our t value. So what do we need? We need r prime and we need r double prime. So let's find r prime first. R prime of t, we could just look at it and do it. We got 2t, 1 over t, and then we got 1 times the derivative of a second plus a second times the derivative of first. So we see this becomes 1 right here, that's 1. So we can rewrite that as 2t, 1 over t, 1 plus ln t. That'll be our r prime of t. But remember, we know a t value. We were given this t value, or we found this t value. So actually what we can do is we can plug in that 1 value. So we get 2. 1 over 1 is 1. 1 plus ln of 1 is still 1. So here's one vector that we need. We also need a r double prime. So let's do r double prime of t. And let's see. So we're looking right here. So derivative of 2t, 2. Then we have a negative 1 over t squared. And then we have a 1 over t. Right? So now, if we plug in 1 to that double prime, we get 2, negative 1, and 1. Okay. So now we have an r double prime, and we have an r single prime. And we need the cross product of them. So let's try doing that quickly. So r prime of 1 cross r double prime of 1 would be equal to ijk 2, 1, 1, 2, negative 1, 1. Pull out the I, 1, 1, negative 1, 1, minus j hat, 2, 1, 2, 1, plus k hat, 2, 1, 2, negative 1. So doing the cross, we got 1, negative 1. Subtract them, you get 2. And then 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2. Subtract them, you get 0. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Subtract them, you get negative 4. So this vector will be 2, 0, negative 4. But we want the magnitude, right? Because our equation asks for the magnitude. So that's what we're going to get. So the magnitude of r prime of 1 cross r double prime of 1 would be equal to the square root of 2 squared plus 0 squared plus 4 squared. Which if we do that, we get root 20, which also simplifies to 2 root 5. So that is the top half of our equation. Now we need this bottom half. So we have r prime of 1 right here, but we want to cube it, and we also need the magnitude. So we know r prime of 1 is equal to 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. So the magnitude of r prime 1 would be square root of 2 squared plus 1 squared plus 1 squared, which equals root 6. But what do we want? We want cubed right here. So we got to cube everything, cube everything, cube everything. So this gives us 6 root 6 on the bottom. So we put them over each other. We got 2 over 5, 6 root 6, which simplifies to root 5 over 3 root 6. And this would be our curvature for our vector.